Hi, dear students, good morning. Today we can start a new chapter, Money and the Credit. Money and Credit. A new economics chapter we can start. You know that without money we can't live. We can't think a life without money nowadays. But the mode of payment changed nowadays. The mode of payment nowadays it connected with the banking system, you know it, but without money we can't think. Once people lived without the use of money. At that time they exchanged things for things. So today we can discuss the story of money, a new topic. So what's our first point? Money as a medium of exchange. We know that the use of money spans a very large part of our everyday life. So without the use of money we can't live. So the use of money spans a very large part of our everyday life. So to get the service or to purchase a good, we have to pay something. See that, to watch a movie or to cut the hair, to stitch our clothes, so everything. So we have to pay something or we have to pay. Then there we can see the use of money. So when you look around, and you would easily be able to identify several transactions involving money in any single day. So in your in a day, when you go through that, you see that for many things you paid. There are many transactions. There is electricity bill, water bill, or purchasing milk and other things, or cable connection. So for many things every day there were several transactions. We are involving several transactions involving money in any single day. So can you make a list of this? In many of these transactions, goods are being bought and sold with the use of money. So many of our transactions, the goods we are buying or selling with the use of money. In some of these transactions, services are being exchanged with money. For some, there might not be any actual transfer of money taking place now, but a promise to pay money later. Sometimes what we do, we are not transferring money on the spot, but we are promising we will pay it later. So have you ever wondered why transactions are made in money? Why we are using money for transactions? The reason is very simple. A person holding money can easily exchange it for any commodity or service that he or she might want. You are students, no? So to catch a bus to reach the school, you have to pay money on that. To purchase a notebook or textbook or pencil or any other things, you have to use money. And so that's the importance of money. A person holding money can easily exchange it for any commodity or service that he or she might want. That is why we are keeping money always with us. So just underline that point. Thus, everyone prefers to receive payments in money and then exchange the money for things that they want. Everyone. They prefer to receive payments in the form of money and to receive payments in money and then exchange the money for things that they want. Take the case of a shoe manufacturer, our textbook example. The case of a shoe manufacturer. He wants to sell shoes in the market and buy wheat. What can he do? The shoe manufacturer will first exchange shoes that he has produced for money and then exchange that money for wheat. First he sell his shoes and he get money, and that money he used for purchasing wheat. And here, just you imagine how much more difficult it would be if the shoe manufacturer had to directly exchange shoes for wheat without the use of money. Very difficult, you know. He would have to look for a wheat growing farmer who would not only wants to sell wheat but also wants to buy shoes in exchange. So what type of a person he want to search? A wheat growing farmer want to sell his wheat for shoes. So that is very difficult. That is, both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodities. That situation is known as double coincidence of wants. Here the shoe manufacturer, he want to sell his shoes for wheat. At the same time, this wheat growing farmer, he want to sell his wheat for shoes. So both parties have to agree to sell and buy each other's commodities. This is known as what? Double coincidence of wants. So you underline this important point. What a person decides to sell is exactly what the others wishes to buy. Here the shoe manufacturer, he desires to sell the shoes. At the same time, the wheat growing farmer desires to purchase shoe. See that here what a person decides to sell is exactly what other wishes to buy. Shoe manufacturer desires to sell his shoes to wheat. At the same time, wheat growing farmer desires to sell his wheat for shoes. In a barter system where goods are directly exchanged without the use of money. So in the barter system, so the system that prevailed before the existence of or before the coming of money. So here in a barter system where goods are directly exchanged without the use of money, double coincidence of wants is an essential feature. In contrast, in an economy where money is in use, money by providing the crucial intermediate step remove the need for double coincidence of wants. So here, by the coming of money, it provides an important intermediate steps between whom? The buyer and the seller. It eliminates it removes the double coincidence of wants. Here the shoe manufacturer, he can sell his shoes for money and that money he can use for buying wheat. At the same time, wheat growing farmer, he can sell his wheat for money and money he can use for purchasing shoes. So there is no need of double coincidence of want if money is there. And it is no longer necessary for the shoe manufacturer to look for a farmer who will buy his shoes and at the same time sell him wheat. All he has to do is find a buyer for his shoes. So here the shoe manufacturer, he want to find out a buyer for his shoes. No need of searching. A wheat growing farmer desires to purchase his shoes. He want to sell the buyer of shoes. And once he has exchanged his shoes for money, that money he can use for any purpose. He can purchase wheat or any other commodity in the market, or he can invest that money, no problem. So here money acts as an intermediate in the exchange process. That is why money is called a medium of exchange. So dears, what is money? What money does? That is money. What money does? That is, money means here, money served as an intermediate between the buyer and the seller. So, money acts as an intermediate in the exchange process. That is why we can call money as a medium of exchange. So, why money is called as a medium of exchange? You know, money acted as an intermediate in the exchange process. That is why money is called as a medium of exchange. So dears, underline these important points. Thank you.